Good evening and welcome to City News. A family is demanding answers tonight after a man was shot and killed outside of this plaza here at Danforth Avenue and Victoria Park. The father of the man who was shot says the killing was unjustified and he'd like to see some accountability by the SIU. It's been a difficult week for Horst Geisler and his family. Wednesday, he says his ex-wife gave him a call that completely broke him, telling him his son, 40-year-old Andrew Geisler, had an interaction with police that resulted in his death.
And I got a good boy, a good kid that got killed for nothing. He was a good, gentle soul who never hurt anybody in his life. Never.
The shooting happened around noon on Wednesday at the Shoppers World Danforth Plaza. Witnesses say they saw Andrew in what appeared to be in mental distress, armed with a switchblade. A passerby noticed and called police. In that interaction, Andrew was shot and rushed to hospital, where he later died.
What ended up happening was he shot him in cold blood. He was killed in the broad daylight with people all around. Come on. Our police officers are sworn to do the right thing for us, to protect and serve, not to go in a situation and kill people.
Geisler says his son never had a run-in with police before. He explains Andrew had been struggling with an alcohol addiction, but he was on a waiting list for about a year trying to get help.
Do you think the system failed your son?
Oh, definitely. And it's failed a lot of people. It's not just my boy. There's a lot of people that it has failed. And you know, we got to do something about that. Toronto is a big city. There's a lot of people like that around. There's a lot of people with issues like that. What are you going to do? Go around, kill everybody?
The Special Investigations Unit has now taken over the investigation. The police watchdog gets involved anytime an official is involved in a case that resulted in death, serious injury, or the discharge of a firearm at a person. Geisler says he's been in touch with them but hasn't been given much information. He says at the end of the day, his hope is for his son's story to be told and for there to be some kind of accountability.
I told the SIU the same thing. I mean, I can't wrap my head around the fact that people that wear the uniform and that are more or less trained to deal with situations like this, that come across this stuff every day, the only answer they've got is to pull their gun and to kill people. There's got to be a better way.
Since the SIU is in charge of the investigation, very few details have been released by police. Nakhavoly, City News.